Hello and welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
For today's show, we have such an exciting lineup. We're exploring the latest in tech and showing you how you can save big with a top service provider. We'll take you to Washington to visit the world's first estuarium. Plus, you'll find out how to save money when dining in ENC. And that's all on the way shortly. Today is National Frappe Day.
Oh my goodness. Every time we talk about coffee on here, I love it.
I love how it seems like there's a lot of holidays dedicated to coffee or caffeine.
Because coffee's great.
It's great, it's fantastic. And did you know that it originated in Greece actually? Frappe.
Greece?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it actually wasn't even planned. I forgot his name, but he was actually trying to get some normal coffee and he couldn't get it at the time, and then so he was like, let me just try to make it in a different way. So he did the frappe mixture, you know, the ice, the caffeine, and shook it, and he's like, oh, this is good too. And so that's kind of how it started, but I love frappes.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, some of my favorites are from McDonald's.
Really?
I can tear up a McDonald's frappe.
Yeah.
And also a frappuccino from Starbucks.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Obviously.
that's like when I think of frappe, the first thing I think about is Starbucks frappuccinos.
Yes.
I have had them from McDonald's too, and they're good.
Mm-hmm.
I just gravitate towards the Starbucks one. I don't know. Starbucks was actually one of the first places in America that created, or that brought the frappes, yeah. So it just makes sense.
Yeah.
It just makes sense, but I think they're really good.
They're so good, and they're like refreshing when you don't want like hot coffee.
Exactly.
And maybe iced coffee is like because there's not a lot of like actual coffee in frappes because it's so much milk and ice.
Exactly.
So if you don't want like, you know, the effect of coffee, but you want that like the flavor, frappes are so good.
They're so good, and I mean, some of them can be very sweet. I like the ones that aren't too sweet.
Yes.
Like I've had like an espresso frappe, and that's really good because it's not as sweet. But I really like them because I like how you said it's like a mixture between like
a
iced
milkshake and coffee.
Yeah. So I love it. Do you have a favorite flavor?
The Java chip frappuccino from Starbucks.
That one? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was one of my first frappes that I've had, like in like middle school or high school or something. I think that was one of my first ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting one without coffee, I like the strawberries and cream.
Ooh, I don't think I've had
also from Starbucks.
Okay.
But they're very good.
Have you had the vanilla bean one?
I don't think I have.
So good. That's one of my favorites.
That's next on the list.
Please try that one. Yeah, for sure. So also, Greenville just celebrated its 250th birthday celebration this past weekend.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. And I just want to take a quick dive into the city's history. So here's something you may not know. Greenville wasn't always called Greenville. It was founded as Martinsboro in 1774, but then it was later renamed in honor of the Revolutionary War hero Nathaniel Greene.
Wow.
Yeah, what started as a small village by the Tar River grew into a tobacco town. And then now today, Greenville is a major economic, educational, medical, and cultural hub in Eastern North Carolina.
Wow, that's really interesting.
It is, it really is.
Of course, I just moved here. I'm not from the state, so I don't know a whole lot about some of the history of these places. But I mean, every new place I've gone to, I've learned something so interesting about its history.
Yeah.
And now I know more about Greenville.
Now you know. Yeah. So I think that's really cool just how much history there is in like cities and towns that you can go back and look at and be like, wow, it really came a long way, you know?
Yes, and it's really interesting like approaching, you know, America's 250th anniversary in a couple of years.
Yeah.
All these other things that are hitting birthdays and anniversaries.
Exactly.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. So at the start of our shows, we want to connect with you. If you've captured amazing moments that show the best of what ENC has to offer, that you'd like Kaylee and I to react to, share, or know about, just scan that QR code, fill out the quick form, and send us your pics and vids.
Eastern Lifestyle is your ultimate 30-minute guide to the best of Eastern North Carolina.
Every day, dive into captivating stories of local people, upcoming events, arts, and more.
Watch Eastern Lifestyle weekdays at 3 on WNCT.
Stay connected with @EasternLifestyle9 for an exclusive look behind the scenes. Coming up right after the break, we'll explore some of the hottest new tech and tell you how you can save some coins when you switch to this provider. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia, and football season is back. And let's be real, you want your tailgate to be the one everyone talks about. That's why it's time to switch to Verizon and grab the hottest tech. Parker Branton is here with us, and Parker, it looks like you brought everything that we need for the ultimate game day bash.
Davia, you know I did. I brought with me some great devices here, but I'll tell you what, most of us have had about a week or two of tailgating under our belt, so we're thinking, what did we forget or what do we need? Well, maybe you're missing Verizon's best network. Right now, we've got a great deal going on. You can add a line, you can bring in your phone for just $50 a month. That's bring in your device, $50 a month, big savings just like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Now, I'm all about bringing my own phone, but what if I'm eyeing something brand new?
Well, I've got a little bit of nostalgia for you. The old school flip phone style, but with new technology. This is the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6. You're looking at it, you're thinking, this is small. It is a small but powerful device. Check it out. You open it right up. No squinting needed here. Check out that display.
I love
Isn't that awesome? It's got a great display.
Lightweight?
Yeah, it's lightweight. It brings back that old school style. So I want to go back to the flip phone. Well, this is the perfect phone for you. And right now, I'll tell you what, we've got an even better deal for you. Get $800 off. $800 when you add a line or upgrade to Unlimited Ultimate. Boom, new phone, big savings.
Awesome. So can you tell me a little bit more about this phone?
Of course I can. So let's talk about the flip suitcase that's on it. This is a surprise for everyone. So it just looks like your normal case right now. You open it up. Light show. How cool is that?
Wow.
If that's not
so
fun, I don't know what is.
That is fun. I see you brought some fun extras too. And what's that speaker all about right there?
Yeah, let's talk about the speaker. Say you're at the tailgate and you're like, I want everybody to hear my school's song, or even better, I want everybody to hear the music that we're playing to this thing. The Soundcore Boom 2, it's compatible with up to 100 speakers. And check this out too, if your friend accidentally spills a drink on it, or if you're by like a pool, it's got great waterproof protection too.
Oh, that's awesome. I love how it's multifunctional. You can do a lot with it. We need more of those things in our lives.
Of course.
So speaking of like futuristic things, these sunglasses look pretty standard. But I'm guessing they do a little bit more than that now.
There's a surprise inside.
Okay, let's see.
Your typical Ray-Ban glasses. These are your Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and you pop them on, and they've got a camera right in the top corners of them. So all you'll have to do is hit this little button in the top right, take a picture, record a video. If you love live streaming, you want to know people to know where you're at and what you're doing at that time, you can live stream through these glasses. So they'll have a first-person point of view. I think personally it's great for if you're at an amusement park, if you're at the beach, you want to capture moments and not have to whip out your phone and everybody's seeing, look at dad over there taking that selfie, or look at dad taking that picture. Maybe this is great for moms and dads who love taking pictures, you know.
For
their
sure.
kids get embarrassed, they'll just be over here snapping away and their kids will never know it. So.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Because you can't even tell unless you're like really up close looking at the camera.
Yeah, and it's got great protection for your eyes as well.
Wow,
so,
and they're nice. These are really nice glasses too.
Yeah.
How come it's named like Meta? What's the Meta?
So that's
part
like,
of it?
you know, Facebook Meta.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's intertwined with Meta, so it has easy access to get on your social media page and upload those pictures, upload those videos, go live. So that's where it came from. So it's very
cool. Very futuristic indeed. Well, thanks, Parker. I'm still thinking about that $50 a month deal you mentioned. How can people get in on that?
Yeah, it's a great deal that everybody's going to want to jump on right now. You're going to want to head to your nearest Verizon store. A rep will be more than happy to help you out. You can get on Verizon's powerful network for just $50 a month. We've got everything you need to live, work, and play. It's all powered by Verizon.
Awesome. Well, this was great, Parker. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Wow, that was some really awesome tech that Parker brought out. Make sure you all go and check out Verizon to see if you can save some money. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Eastern Lifestyle.
on Eastern Lifestyle, meet Cornelius the corn snake and some of the other critters here at the North Carolina Estuarium. Hi! What we're looking at is an estuary, which is where the river meets the sea, creating a habitat that has both fresh water and salt water. Today, I'm at the North Carolina Estuarium in Washington to find out more about this unique area.
Saltwater is a very challenging habitat for any species to live in, and over 90% of the seafood species that are caught by North Carolina fishermen spend some part of their life cycle in an estuary. The conditions are a little less harsh, and the exposure to predators is a little lower in the estuary than it is in the ocean. Well, our goal is really to just let people know what's special about estuaries in general, about North Carolina's estuaries in particular, and especially the Albemarle and Pamlico system, which is, immediately around us right here. It was an idea that rose from a big study that happened in the 1980s, early 1990s. Some local people got the idea that some type of education center related to just knowledge, education about estuaries could be a neat attraction for Washington. Just let people, really understand, why this river that everybody loves, why the sounds around us that everybody loves, just what's special about them beyond just, we love them.
So tell me a little bit about Cornelius.
All right, so Cornelius, he's about 10 years old and about 4.5 feet long, and we've had him for about 6 years.
He's native to this area, right?
He is. He's native to eastern United States.
So our turtle we were just talking about over there, Mikey, right?
Mikey.
And what kind of turtle is she?
She's a yellow-bellied slider.
And she is also native to the area. And then you were telling me about Raphael, who lives in your office.
Yes, so Raphael is our red-eared slider who actually was hatched in our garden. And so we kept him as actually for education on invasive species because he is not native to this area. So instead of keeping him out in the wild, we took him in so we can teach people about not letting their pets go.
What we really want to get across to people is we're all part of the problem and we're all part of the solution. Everybody plays some role in stresses that affect the estuary in different ways. But we can all do things in our own life as well to, reduce the impacts that we as humans have on natural systems around us, and have a connection, understand if you love something, you have to care about it and do things to take responsibility for maintaining their health. Anybody who enjoys any kind of seafood has to sort of understand the cycle that you've got to take care of where they live. If you want to enjoy something on your plate, then there has to be a healthy habitat, a healthy ecosystem out there, and that ecosystem not only supports seafood, but it supports a lot of wildlife. If you want to have a healthy world, a beautiful world, natural systems that take care of us, then we need to be sure we take care of them.
So you guys have some stuff coming up.
Yeah, we're really excited about this new exhibit. It's going to, as a tie-in, this understanding of the cycle of the different pieces of the puzzle that are part of what the estuary does for us, what we need to be able to do for the estuary.
If you'd like to learn more about the North Carolina Estuarium, plan a visit, or even become a volunteer, you can give them a call or visit their website.
Now it's time for the life hack of the day. Did you know that if you have leftover seed packets for planting, you can store them in an airtight container with silica packets?
Oh!
Yeah, because silica is supposed to protect them from mold and germs.
Oh, okay.
And it's made up of silicon and oxygen atoms, so it helps preserve them longer.
That's like the little packets that'll be in like food that say "do not eat."
Yeah. I believe that's
that like keeps like the moisture out so it doesn't ruin them.
Exactly.
And it works for seeds.
It works for seeds. The more you know, right?
So save them and reuse them.
Right. Before Megan shares how you can save while dining in ENC, let's get into trivia. So let's see if you get this right. Who is the name Carolina in honor of? Is it A, Queen Caroline of Spain, B, King Charles II of England, C, Queen Caroline of Ansbach, or D, King Charles I of England? We'll have the answer after the break. Stay with us. Stay connected with @Eastern Lifestyle 9 for an exclusive look behind the scenes. We are back. Let's see if you got this question right. If you chose D, King Charles I of England, you are right. Carolina comes from the Latin word for Charles, which is Carolus. He created North Carolina's first land grant.
It's time for Be Our Guest, where we help you save money while having a delicious dining experience. And today we are at Famiglia in Winterville. And make sure to go to WNCT.com, find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 gift card for just $25, as these will sell out fast. We're here with Andrew Harris, the owner of Famiglia in Winterville. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Anytime.
So we have an amazing assortment of food on this table today. So let's get straight into it. What are we going to start off our meal with?
Well, this is an appetizer. It's sausage stuffed mushrooms. Can't beat it. Ground sausage, plenty of spices in there. Maybe a little bit of peppercorn, red pepper. Goes great with marinara sauce.
That sounds fantastic. And we got a classic staple Italian dish. What do we have right over here?
A chicken parm. Can't beat it. Every Italian likes chicken parm. Every person I know likes chicken parm. Who
I
doesn't
love
like
chicken parm.
right? You know what I'm saying?
And what other variations of parm?
Eggplant, shrimp, and veal.
Perfect. So what other pastas can people get if they're not necessarily into angel hair pasta?
Oh, okay. Well, we have fettuccine, linguine, ziti, penne, tortellini, and a gluten-free option as well.
Amazing. So there's something for everyone.
Right.
And so we have the turf. Now let's go into the surf. So what do we have right here?
And that in front is shrimp scampi. Can't beat it. Sauteed shrimp with garlic, butter, white wine, lemon, tomatoes.
And then we have another shrimp dish.
Oh yes, that's one that people like to ad lib sometimes. We do it's called a Cajun shrimp Alfredo. We just saute the shrimp with a Cajun spice over a nice bed of fettuccine Alfredo.
Does it have a nice kick to it?
Oh, it does. Yes, ma'am, it does.
Perfect. And then, of course, we got to talk about this amazing pie that's right in front of us.
I know. You're hungry, aren't you?
I'm starving.
Yeah, it looks good. It's a 16-inch pepperoni. It's a classic that we have here. Sometimes I feature it as the pizza of the week that we do every week, or for $12. So you can't beat it.
Speaking of pizza of the week, you have deals throughout the week. So what are all those deals?
Tuesday is Martini Day. Great time to bring in a date. Not very busy. Wednesday is half price wine, glass and bottle. Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, $3 draft. Can't beat that. And then on Saturday, we do 10% off for the military and local PD. I forgot about you guys. And then on Sunday, we do buy one, get one half off pizza.
Perfect. And then you also have brunch on Sundays.
Yes, we do. Winterville's best secret for brunch.
Perfect.
Awesome. John's French toast is amazing. You love it.
I can't wait to come and try it out, but we also got to talk about your wine list. So how many different wines and drafts do you have?
Okay, we have 5 red and 4 white. We also have Prosecco on draft as well, which is great. And we carry about 8 to 9 drafts at all time, and a bunch of bottled beer as well.
Fantastic. You have something for everybody's taste. It's classic American Italian cuisine. You can't beat it.
I know, great place to bring your family.
Perfect. Well, Andrew, thank you so much for having us today.
Anytime, I'm glad you came.
And y'all, make sure to go to WNCT.com, find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 gift card for just $25, as these will sell out fast.
Hey, I'm Chris. This is On the Record. This is an album that when I bought it, I told myself I definitely have to do an On the Record for this. This is Jack Wilkins' Windows. And so Jack Wilkins is a master guitar player. This album, it's very difficult to find. If you ever find an original copy of this album, it sells for hundreds of dollars. One of my favorite songs on this album, and basically I don't usually do this, but it's the reason I got this album was for this one particular song. The whole album's great, but Red Clay on this album. The song is called Red Clay, and it's originally a Freddie Hubbard song. And most people know the Freddie Hubbard version of it, and they really enjoy it. It's a great version. But I really think that Jack Wilkins' version of Red Clay is better than Freddie Hubbard's, and I know there's probably some people who would disagree with that, and that's okay. So what's really great about Red Clay is it's actually used in a sample in a Tribe Called Quest song.
Thank you for being with us. We're so happy you were here. Be sure to share your ENC moments with us by scanning the QR code. And remember to always enjoy every moment of your Eastern lifestyle. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 3. Have a great day. Stay connected with @EasternLifestyle9 for an exclusive look behind the scenes.